Good morning. This is XPulse AI Morning Mix. Today is Saturday, March 28th, 2026. We've got a big security slip at Anthropic, a major infrastructure handoff in Texas involving Microsoft and OpenAI, and a couple quick hits on retail and local inference. Orion's here, ready to jump in?
Ready, let's do it.
We're leading with Anthropic. What happened?
Fortune reported on March 26 that Anthropic accidentally left unpublished assets accessible through a CMS-linked data store. It exposed thousands of not yet public items, images, PDFs, and draft materials until Fortune notified them. Anthropic then locked it down and said it was human error in the CMS configuration.
What kind of information was sitting out there?
Per Fortune, the exposed materials referenced an unreleased Model F, and Anthropic described internally as a step change, with advances in reasoning, coding, and cybersecurity. There were also details about an invite-only CEO retreat event. Even without raw weights, drafts can reveal product direction and timelines.
Is this mainly embarrassing or genuinely risky?
Both. It's reputationally rough. AI labs sell trust, but it can be operationally risky too. Attackers love breadcrumbs like event details, names, and internal language. Dry joke. The only thing worse than a model leak is a calendar invite leak.
What do you watch for after a slip like this?
Whether they treat CMS and marketing tooling as production-grade surfaces, access controls, logging, and least privilege by default. Also, whether competitors suddenly predict their roadmap a little too accurately.
Staying with big players, Microsoft is taking over a Texas data center expansion after OpenAI backed away. What's the story?
The Associated Press reported on March 27th that Microsoft is taking over a data center construction project in Abilene, Texas. Developer Crusoe said Microsoft will build 2 new AI factory buildings plus an on-site power plant adjacent to Crusoe's larger OpenAI and Oracle computing campus.
Why did OpenAI step back from that particular expansion?
OpenAI said it chose to place additional capacity in other locations. Crusoe added it has completed 2 buildings for OpenAI and Oracle, and it's still finishing additional buildings expected by the end of 2026. So the campus keeps moving, just with Microsoft as the next big tenant driving this phase.
Does this change the OpenAI-Microsoft relationship dynamic at all?
It underlines how tightly Microsoft controls the boring but decisive layer: power, land, and steel. Even if model roadmaps shift, compute commitments don't vanish, they get reallocated. If you want a modern plot twist, it's often a substation.
What should listeners infer from AI factory language?
It signals industrialization, standardized building blocks for training and inference at scale with dedicated power planning. It's less data center as real estate, more data center as manufacturing line.
Let's hit 2 quicker stories, one on consumer retail, one on hardware you can actually buy without a procurement committee.
On March 27th, Fortune reported Macy's rolled out Ask Macy's, an AI shopping assistant powered by Google Gemini. Macy's said it tested the bot with roughly half of site visitors and cited data via Bloomberg suggesting users who engaged with it spent about 4.75 times more than shoppers who didn't.
4.75 times is enormous. What's the catch? Selection bias?
Exactly. Heavy shoppers may be more likely to try the bot, and spent more isn't the same as profit. Still, it shows the pattern. Chat plus merchandising, like complete the look, virtual try-on, and even in-store support, can move from novelty to real conversion lever.
Meanwhile, for people running models locally, Intel has a new workstation card.
Yep. PC Gamer reported on March 26th that Intel launched the Arc Pro B70 Battle Mage workstation GPU aimed at local AI inference and pro workloads. Key numbers: 32 gigabytes of VRAM, priced at $949, positioned for larger local models under $1,000.
So is this a meaningful alternative in the AI GPU stack?
Potentially for inference-heavy workflows, especially when memory per dollar matters. The ecosystem and software support will decide a lot, but the direction is clear. More people want capable local inference without renting a small moon's worth of cloud time.
All right, today's pulse. Anthropic had a CMS misconfiguration that exposed unpublished assets, and Microsoft is stepping into a Texas expansion OpenAI opted not to pursue. Plus, Macy's is betting on Gemini-driven shopping, and Intel is pushing sub-$1,000 local inference.
The through line is control. Control your information surfaces, control your compute footprint, and control the last mile experience, whether that's a shopper chat or a workstation GPU.
If this helped you stay sharp, share XPulse AI Morning Mix with a friend or coworker who follows the space. I'm Iris. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one.